A lot of people are probably wondering, those that don't know, how big and how wide and how strong are the shoulders of the man that put this whole thing together. That hasn't slept for a couple weeks, that's been grinding night in and night out to make this happen because he is passionate and cares about and believes in the cause. Well, you're about to get to know him. His name is Laibel Weiner. And we love to hear from him. Laibel, get on up here. The man, the myth, the legend, Laibel Weiner!
Do we have a stand? Right. No, I need a stand. I need this. No, I want this, but I really want freaking, what's his name? So, make it a little lower so I can speak into it. Okay. Guys, I want everyone here to know, I hate speeches with a passion, okay? I've never shut up for 1 second during a speech in my life. And anyone who knows me will tell you that. However, what I want to say right now is extremely, extremely important. And I'd appreciate if every person can quiet down for a couple of minutes while I do this. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am humbled, honored, and truly grateful for standing here before you all tonight. I would like to start by thanking everyone for taking the time to come out tonight to support this imperative cause. And most importantly, I would like to give my shevach v'hodah to the Ribono Shel Olam for helping my friends and I execute what seemed like an impossible endeavor. For those of you that do not know who I am, my name is Laibel Weiner, and I grew up in Queens, New York. I want to be clear that every single thing I say in this speech represents my opinions only and no other person or organization. In my most formative teen years, I was blessed to be a part of a small shul in Kew Garden Hills, Queens, and was lucky enough to be surrounded by multiple well-known mental health professionals, some of who are in the crowd, who guided me and gave me tremendous direction during some turbulent times in my own life. While we have gotten better as a community of minimizing the stigma surrounding mental illness, there is still a lot of work to be done in decreasing this stigma. I have no shame, and I am proud to say that I've been in therapy for 8 years, and I plan to do so till the day I die. I believe every single person can benefit from speaking to an objective person once a week to see how they can improve their life, their relationships, and their overall personal development. My introduction to mental health came at a relatively young age. I pride myself on being able to tell people that I am no stranger to therapy and that I advocate strongly for everyone to see a therapist as well if they feel unhappy or if they need clarity in their life. Just 12 days ago, on Motzei Shabbos, as I was on my way back from Monsey by the beautiful Weissmundel family who's sitting here right now, I placed a call to Tzvi Gluck, founder of Amudim, to ask him if he could set up a donation page on the Amudim website so people can make tax-deductible donations. At the time, I was scheduled to have Barry Weber, who did a phenomenal job here, in my backyard in North Woodmere, and was aiming to raise a modest $50,000 b'schus my friend Joe Pincus Olav Shalom. Thank you. My goal was simply to try and save one Joe. I hoped if I was given real siyata d'shmaya, maybe I could even raise enough money to save 2 Joes. One of the main reasons that Joe died was because he did not have the finances to get the professional help he so desperately needed. Treatment for mental illnesses and addiction is expensive, and the best treatment centers in the country, barring extremely unique scenarios, such as ex-US military exemptions suffering from PTSD, will not take any insurance. Now, just 12 days later, after my call to Tzvi Gluck, thanks to the help of many amazing close friends and others, we have all gathered together to listen to 10 of the most renowned Jewish singers of our generation and have raised $150,000 as of the start of this evening. But as everyone here knows, The real reason we gathered here tonight is not to just listen to beautiful music composed by amazing artists. We are here because there's a Magefa in Klal Yisrael, which must be addressed immediately. While organizations like Amudim, Achiezer, Madregos, and others have done great work over the last 5 to 7 years to address and bring awareness to this Magefa, the root of this issue has seldomly been addressed. On the surface, this Magefa presents itself in the form of rampant addiction, maladaptive behavior, unhealthy relationships, self-harm, and Rahmana litzlan, suicide. This is how it presents itself, and to a degree, mistakenly, this is what we are fighting. But at its root, everyone please listen, we are dealing with a far more complex and subliminal issue. The truth is, by the time this Magefa finally presents itself, and the call is finally placed into Amudim, most of the damage has already been done. Unlike Yena Machla, this Magefa cannot be diagnosed by an oncologist, and there is no treatment protocol for this Magefa per se. However, what I can say with confidence is that these people can be saved, as I've seen the results of good treatment firsthand with my own eyes. It is no secret that the rampant addiction, maladaptive behavior, and suicides we are experiencing in Klal Yisrael right now are simply the symptom of the issue and not the cause. As per just about every single mental health professional alive today, some very esteemed ones sitting in the crowd, these behaviors are symptoms of a far deeper and more complex issue. Over the last 20 to 30 years, much research has been done on the mental health, off the derech, and suicide crisis. It is widely agreed upon between almost all of the top mental health professionals that the real issue we are facing today that is crippling our youth is a Magefa of shame, lack of self-esteem, and lack of worthiness. The real Magefa we are actually facing today is that our youth have been given over a form of Yiddishkeit which has overbearing expectations and incredibly high standards. This form of Yiddishkeit strips away the key components of joy and beauty that only Yiddishkeit itself has to offer. We have made the grave mistake of prioritizing Ben Adam Lachavero at the expense of Ben Adam I apologize. We have made the grave mistake of prioritizing Ben Adam Lamakom at the expense of Ben Adam Lachavero. At the very least, they should be equal. Rather than worry if our children have stellar midos and if we are being role models who they should look up to and emulate, we have chosen to worry about how many block Gemara they have learned in the 9th grade, how far below the knees one skirt goes, and whether they are sitting at the table for the entire Shabbos meal. We just finished counting the Omer less than a month ago. Chazal tell us that the 24,000 of Rabbi Akiva's Talmidim died because there was a lack of Bein Adam Lachavero, not because of a lack of Bein Adam Lamakom. The second Beis HaMikdash was also destroyed due to Sinas Chinam, which is Bein Adam Lachavero reasons, and not because of Bein Adam Lamakom reasons. We have walked away from the fundamentals of Yiddishkeit, which bring joy and happiness, and have replaced them with lofty expectations and goals that lack perspective and create feelings of pain and unworthiness when our youth cannot live up to them. The standards and expectations we have set around Ben Adam Lamakom are crippling our generation. One of my mentors, who was instrumental in my most formative teen years, would tell me, would parents rather their children finish Mesechtas of the Gemara from the time they're born till they're 20, or from the time they're 20 till they're 120? We have lost perspective on what the big picture and ultimate goal is: to raise healthy, productive, Ovdei Hashem who love Yiddishkeit. Water, a bottle of water. Go. Thank you. Again, we have lost sight of the ultimate goal. I'm going to start from the beginning because I paused. Sorry, guys. I wasn't part of the script. Anyways, again, the ultimate goal, right, is to raise healthy, productive Ovdei Hashem who love Yiddishkeit, and we have prioritized it with short-term goals and narrow-minded vision. Furthermore, we have done this without giving any credence to our youth that Bein Adam Lachavero is equally as important as Bein Adam Lamakom. Similarly, we have pushed Yiras Hashem over Avas Hashem, In case it's not abundantly clear, this method does not work anymore. We are in a generation where the nisyonos presented to the average kid on a daily basis is greater than probably any other generation in the history of the world. If our youth continue to operate out of fear of Hashem and His Onish, and not out of the love of Hashem and the schar that He gives us, we will continue to lose them one by one. We must pivot and we must adapt. What worked 100 years ago in Eshtetl and Radin is different than what will work today in the modern era we live in. The feelings of shame, guilt, and worthlessness that are induced by not being the perfect Eved Hashem is evident and on full display. Almost every week now, we hear of a teen or young adult who, Rahman al-Islam, has committed suicide or overdosed. You can ask Tzvi Glock if you don't believe me. Every phone call I had with him in the last 10 days since I started this event has been, I'm walking into an overdose. I kid you not. Almost every week, we see another teen we know make the painful decision to no longer embrace Yiddishkeit and the beauty it has to offer. The reason for this is because for these kids, there is no beauty and joy in the Yiddishkeit they were given. There is just pain, confusion, shame, and a lot of inner turmoil. I've yet to meet someone who stopped doing something that brought them happiness and joy and contentment, and I've also never met someone who continued to do something that brought them endless pain, shame, and guilt. I want to clarify one extremely, extremely important point. I am not saying we shouldn't encourage our youth to strive in their growth of Ben Adam L'Makom. We should. And of course, this is equally as important as Ben Adam L'Chavero. But the balance must be equal, and one should not come at the expense of the other. We know the halacha is that you should not give tochacha if it won't be received or if it will be given over in the wrong way. Torah is no different. Rav Shlomo Volbe says, and I will quote, the same way a flower cannot flourish in a barren desert, Torah and all the emes and beauty it has to offer cannot flourish in a barren soul. We must go back to the drawing board and start again with the fundamentals. The fundamentals are Musar and Midos, nothing else. We must lead this charge with action and not with words. We must tell them what to do less and allow them to watch what we do more. If we act appropriately, especially in the face of stress and adversity, they will see it, recognize it, and absorb it. I promise. That sounded like Trump. Yikes. Sorry, guys. We must show our youth we are equally as proud of them for their achievements in Menadon L'Chavero as we are for their achievements in Menadon L'Makom. The Gemara says, Hashem can be danos and forgive us for our mistakes to Him, but our mistakes to our fellow friends are more important because Hashem cannot forgive us on behalf of others. If we execute on this, we will raise children who have a healthy and positive outlook on Yiddishkeit. We will raise children who will learn to love Yiddishkeit and all the joy and beauty it has to offer. And we will raise children who don't feel their failures if they are not the absolute perfect of the Hashem. I've been blessed to spend lots of time in homes where the parents make every effort to implement this approach. Ari May, are you here? Ari already bounced. Ari only has so much. Where's Ari? Rivki, where's Rivki? All right. Most of them are friends who I consider mentors, who are in their high 30s to low 40s and understand the mitzias of the nisyonos our youth face on a daily basis, and they have adapted. The results are clear, and for anyone who's been blessed to see this, you know what I am referring to. A happier home, a more joyful home, kids who are flourishing and growing, and marriages that are healthy and stable. However, I do want to be clear, and this is very important. Now is not the time to cast blame. Now is not the time to point fingers. That will get us nowhere, and what has happened in the past cannot be changed nor undone. Now is the time to take action and pivot and implement a new set of priorities in the chinuch of our youth. Most importantly, now is the time for every adult to take full accountability. We cannot control others, and we should not try to. We can only look in the mirror and control our actions and our reactions. We should be asking ourselves, am I treating my spouse, kids, and friends the way I'd want to be treated myself? Are my midos stellar, and do I act like a mensch even when there's adversity and things get tough? Now is the time to tap into the beautiful gift of empathy that Hashem gave us and show tremendous understanding to others while also setting important and necessary boundaries so we don't have resentment later. I believe that if we all take action and implement this approach, Amudim will get far less frantic calls. We won't have to gather here to raise money, And Klal Yisrael will put an end to this horrific Magefa that has claimed the lives of so many of our youthful neshamas. I have prepared a video of Joe for everyone here so you can get a glimpse of who he was. Additionally, just a few days ago, I think it was about 5 days ago, though I don't have a count on days because I haven't slept in a week and a half. But okay, I found out that another dear chaver of mine also committed suicide. Had I known this before I started the event, I would have done this event b'schus him as well, of course. There are people in the crowd that know who this is. Being that we missed that opportunity, I have added photos of my old friend Zach to the second half of the video as a tribute to him as well. If you met either one of them on the street, you'd never know they were in pain. They presented no different than your son, your nephew, or your typical guy. Joe would come to my house for Shabbos probably 2 times a month with all my chaver who's sitting back there. For 2 years straight, he'd take the Amud every Friday night he was there and sing Kabach Nagunim for Kabbalah Shabbos and Lechododi, like your own son does. He'd sing Zmiros at the table with my friends and I for hours on end. Zach, who I remember from Zichron Aryeh, was the life of the party when we were together in Zichron Aryeh. Always a smile on his face, always bringing joy and humor to others. He was a hilarious guy. This video will give you an idea of who they were and the special neshamas that we are losing in Klal Yisrael. Simcha. Thank you, Simcha. I remember both of them. Joe and Zach were karbonos of this mageva. They are just two of many who succumbed to this gezerah from Beis Din Shalmala. As you can see from the video, Joe and Zach look like any other person you know, but inside their pain was indescribable. When I heard Zach Myers passed away, and I'm going off script, I could not believe it. He was, Joe for the same matter too, but Zach I hadn't seen in 5 years, Joe I'd seen. I just couldn't imagine, how could it possibly happen? How? The guy was the life of the party. For those who know me, it would be like as if it's insane. For a while, they both cried silently. Then not so silently, and then their cries grew louder and louder until eventually there were no more cries. And as always, as we always do, we all collectively let out our own cry and gasp. How could this happen? What did we do wrong? What should we have done? We promised we would make the changes after David committed suicide last month. And then we go back to our regular lives since we're all busy, and the cycle continues. Rinse and repeat. As you can imagine, there were many hurdles that presented themselves over the last 12 days. Trust me, the people hanging around in my house can tell you. A production that normally takes 6 months to put together, my friends and I did in 12 days. Aryeh Kunstler almost killed me at least 5 times, okay? Naturally, you will be faced with many obstacles when you are trying to complete this in such a short timeline. However, we managed to get through every single one of them, and we are all here sitting here tonight. My friends and I were determined, committed, and used laser-like focus to make sure that this event happened in the timeline we were given. The point is as follows. Klal Yisrael is special. When we set our mind to something, work together and lift each other up, we can do anything. My goal was to raise $1 million to help these cholim who so desperately need it. We support Hatzalah because we understand how imperative it is for them to be able to react immediately. We understand that in life and death situations, not a second can be wasted. Or we may be too late. This is the same thing. This is life and death, and not a second can be wasted. We need to act right here, right now, immediately. We must do something now to bring this Magefa to a screeching halt and show the Ribono Shel Olam that at the very least we are doing our hishtadlus right here, down here. Only then can we go to the Ribono Shel Olam and beseech him to do what is necessary from up there. I am no Gevir, and there are many out there that are far, far wealthier than me. But that has not stopped me from trying to do my part and trying to make an impact. I am just a 27-year-old kid with a heart, a pulse, and some crazy determination to make change now, this minute. Right now, this minute is the time we inform every single person that has this machla, whether young or old, single or married, that we get it, and we will not stand by idly. The agreement I made with Tzvi Glock on our call 12 nights ago on Motzei Shabbos was that every single dollar donated will go directly to helping those with this machla. Not a penny will go to Amudim's incredible staff or operations. Okay? Amudim does amazing things. This money will go to getting those with this machla the treatment they so desperately need, including putting them in front of the best mental health professionals in the world if it is determined that is what's necessary. I trust Tzvi. He is an honest man, and he has done some amazing things for Klal Yisrael. And my friends and I can attest to that firsthand. Amudim really does incredible work. It's pretty wild, actually. Every call I have with Tzvi, I'm walking into an overdose, I'm on the phone with the ambassador in Israel, it's like wild, like I don't even know what I'm dealing with. It's like you have 15 seconds, go. Every second counts. This morning, I got a call from Moshe Yachanis, founder and director of Archstone Behavioral Health, a treatment facility in Boca Raton, Florida. He told me he would like to get involved and would like to donate a free bed at this facility, which is roughly a $35,000 value. Give him a hand. That's helping out. Additionally, Aryeh Weiss, person that funds Waterbury, in case you don't know who he is. Rabbi Kalish, I really wish you were able to make it. I know something came up last minute. I got it. Don't worry. Aryeh Weiss has offered to give $25,000 if we can get 3 other people to match the donation. So this entire event is covered, and every dollar we raise from the klal will go directly towards this cause. If anyone would like to match him, please let me or Tzvi Gluck know ASAP. That being said, I, Laibel Weiner, all 27 years of me, who does not have a ton of money, am pledging right here to donate $25,000 to this cause. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. So now we need 2 people to match Aryeh Weiss, but I promise if you call me up and tell me you want to give $25,000, I will not stop you. So we can take as many as the people want to give. I will give $5,000 tonight right here and another $20,000 over the next 24 months. Tzvi Gluck, you have my word. I'm asking every single givir that has the ability to do so to step up to the plate right this minute and match my donation. Anyone who knows me well will tell you that I never ask anything of others that I myself am not willing to do. Tonight is no different. If you can't match my donation, that is okay. Me and Tzvi will not stop you from giving what you are able to. I can assure you of this. At this time, I'd like to pause for a moment and find out who from this crowd would like to donate. Any amount works. Just raise your hand, state how much you want to give, and someone will give you a form to fill out. If not, you can go upstairs. There are people there. You can also pledge this money over the course of the next 12 to 24 months and set up a payment plan that works for you. I am in for $25,000. Who else is ready to give? And if you're online, go donate online. How much? Thank you. Do we have forms? Give them in. We have forms? Who was that? What? Shmuley Warren, how much? Man, that man's a bad man. He's a bad, bad man. Valentine, go for it. 5,000 USA Buying Group. 1,000 from himself. That's 6,000. We're up to $7,000 raised right here. Who else? How much? 1,000. What's your name? Baruch Levavis. Thank you, Baruch. I appreciate it. Anyone else? You don't need to give a crazy amount. Every dollar counts. If you gave $36, 180. Done. Next. 200. Next. I have full faith that every single person, whatever they gave, can double their donation over the course of the next 12 months. If you gave $180 divided by 12, I promise you it's like $8 a month or whatever the hell it comes out to. I didn't finish high school, so I don't know the math, but you got it. You'll figure it out. Next. Thank you. How much? 5,000. My father's giving $500. Thank you, Daddy and Mommy. I appreciate everything. Who else? Any other takers? 300. Thank you. If you are online and you're not here, it's okay. You can still donate, I promise. 1,000? 1,000, repping Shower Torah. I love that place. I did some of my craziest damage as a teen here in Shower Torah. Those were good times. My old friends will tell you that. Greenberg for how much? 200? On top of whatever he gave, which was a nice amount also. So thank you. I appreciate it. Any other takers? Scream, scream. 250 over there. Thank you. Batzal 11 in for how much? 200 from Batzal 11. Batzal, we're not done with you. You're going up with Aryeh. Trust me, I didn't bring you here to sing the opener. What was that? Okay, I need names. That's the only thing I'm being told I need. So. Nassim Sklar, 3,600 over the next 12 months. Everyone give him a round of applause. That is a monster donation. Thank you. What do we got to check for? $1,000, Yishai Shooter. Just hand it to Yishai, I appreciate it greatly. Thank you. Oh, that was Shower Torah. Oh, no problem. Okay, that was Shower Torah. We're not going to hit you twice. I may decide afterwards. I'll let you know. 500, who is it? Matching my father. What's his name? Simcha Perkel. Oh, Simcha. Thank you. Long time no see. I can't see so well over here. Anyone else? 100? Okay, who else? Yes. 500. Back corner. Do me a favor. Everyone, please go upstairs now. Now. Svi, do we have people upstairs? If you donated, please do me a favor. Get this. It's beautiful to check, but I need the money now. Not in 3 days. So, Jonathan Brody, $1,000. Rosewood again. Rosewood, I want to be clear, everyone. Rosewood Realty Group, Aaron Youngrice and Jonathan Brody, and all my boys over there, really, they know how to deliver, I promise. And I know how to deliver too a little bit, so. But either way. Another 180. Thank you, Mrs. Freed. I don't need to say anything here. $5,000 anonymous. You donated already?
$10,000.
What?
$10,000 anonymous.
Who?
Rebecca told me, so it's probably from her parents.
$10,000 anonymous. Let's go. Let's go. We are not done. We are not done. We have a goal. I don't rest till the goals are reached. Yes. 2,000. Again, please go upstairs to Tzvi. If you're online, you can donate online, obviously. But if you are here, please go upstairs to Tzvi, make the payment. You can set up a payment plan with him, whatever you're comfortable, you can do that. Anyone else? 1,000 from Michal Krohn. Thank you, Michal. Guys, I actually want to give a shout out to Michal. Michal was the first guy I called when I had Barry Weber in my backyard. That was 12 days ago. Things have changed slightly since. And yeah, we're paying the production crew a fair amount more money, but Michal is up and coming, big time. Yes. 3,600. Shuki Jacobs, an absolute legend and a heart of gold. Shuki, what's the name of your company? JJ Auto Leasing, right? JJ Auto Leasing. The guy is legit, man. He deals with the best of the best. If you have gelt, go to Shuki Jacobs. That's the way you do it. Yes. 500. Matan. Thank you, Matan. $1,800, Mr. and Mrs. Duvi Rowe. Duvi, I love you. The damage I referred to in Shower Torah, you were present for all of it. I love you, man. Next. Tehila Weiner, my little sister, who everyone says looks exactly like me. And we are kind of twins. And I love her dearly, has given $100. And that is like $100,000 for Ralph Herska. So, Ralph, if you want to give $100K, I'm here and waiting for you. Next. What? 500. 2,000 anonymous. Chevra, we're getting started. We have a long night. We don't need to go anywhere, I promise. Shweki hasn't even started yet. Like, come on. It's Friday tomorrow. You guys can all take off, call in sick, play a little hooky, and it'll be good. It'll be Shabbos, and you'll sleep the next 48 hours. That's what I plan on doing. Who else? Anyone else? However, there's a lot of people here. Not everyone gave. I know you can double your donation over the course of the next 12 months. I know it. I am positive. $250 from Smiley Jr. Done. Next. Yes. Smiley himself, the legend Smiley, has given $250. Smiley, I love you, man. Yes. I can't hear. Shh, shh. Everyone be quiet. Is that Frady? Who is that, Isaac? From who? Okay, Adventure Media, Isaac Radansky, in case you guys don't know, he only deals with like the super like billionaire dollar funds, but he's the biggest like digital marketer that pretty much exists. Like he's top 10 pretty much in the US. I don't think any of the Frum Chevra like really know who he is because he doesn't really like dealing with them probably. If I had to bet, but if you pay him enough money, he will deal with you, I promise. And he's the best at his job. Isaac, Adventure Media, he already gave 4,000 or 5,000. He's in for at least 10 tonight. Isaac, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. $250 from Yechiel Botnick. Thank you, Yechiel. I really appreciate it. What? $300 anonymous. I would say your name, but I know you don't want me to clearly. I'll be nice. You're a good girl, huh? $250 from Nina who? Okay, I don't know what I'm about to say, but this is wild, because I didn't even know I was going to see him here today. Bitsy Bienenfeld, $5,000. Holy mackerel. Bitsy, I love you. Wherever you are, I love you. Who? Anonymous, 500. Let's go, Chevra. Yaakov can wait. Yaakov's enjoying this show. Yaakov Shrekki can wait a minute. Anyone else? Avi Arazi, 500? Avi Arazi, $500. I love you guys. You guys are the best, both of you. Thank you for everything, Avi, throughout all the years. Anyone else? What are we up to? I feel like we've raised a nice amount so far, but we still need more. $100? Mayor Tower, $100. It helps, brother. It helps. $100 is $100. Anyone else? 500. What's your name, or you want to be anonymous? What? Oh, Shalom Rotman. $500. Anyone else? Shalom, do me a favor. Again, guys, if you're donating, go to Tzvi Glock. He's upstairs taking credit card payments. Give it now, or this is all on video, so I am coming after you if you donated here. I'm just warning you all, okay? I will be dialing you and spamming you forever. So just go upstairs, make the payment plan, and that's it. Yes. 1,000. Who, Menachem? Aliza. Did she want me to say her name or no? She want it? Aliza Greenblatt, 1,000. Sorry, it took too long. Yeah. Esty Ort, the great Morty Ort and Esty. By the way, Morty is about, I can't say this online. I'm just holding my tongue. Morty Ort and Esty are amazing. That is what I will tell you. They're in for 1,000. 360 from Anonymous. Can't hear. 200 from Hillel. Is that Hillel? I can't even see what that is. $100 because Jason Rosenblum. For those of you that don't know, though I have waged war on Shadchanim, for those who are following me in the last month, I still love them. And Jason Rosenblum and Sarah Chana Zaydel were my shidduch, actually. They now have 2 beautiful kids. So yeah, Jason, I love you if you're watching this. And Sarah Chana, you guys are awesome. Who? 500 from Maishi Levinger. Thank you. Yes, Shmuley. Pincus, what's Pincus in for? Pincus, blow me the hell away. What are you in for, Pincus? 2,000. Guys. This guy is learning. Guys, I want everyone to know something. This guy, I believe, is still learning in yeshiva. He just gave $2,000. Every single human being can give money if this guy is in yeshiva and learned $2,000. He's living in Lazarus in Queens, okay? And he just gave $2,000. Get out of here. Yes. I can't hear. Anonymous, how much? 150 anonymous. Anyone else? I'm listening. 500 to who? From who? Five-ish, 500. Five-ish, I love you, brother. Thank you for showing up tonight. I appreciate that. I'm listening. 360, combination of clearly amazing girls. By the way, I want to tell everyone here, we'll take a quick pause. Let's not get away from this. There are 4 shadchanim here that if any girls like guys and vice versa, let's just call it what it is. Let's not mince words. If anyone is interested in anyone, you can go upstairs. Leah Scheininger is the one running it. Let's get back to business. 250 from Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate it greatly. I really do.
The woman collecting is right here. They don't do upstairs.
Apologies. The woman collecting, I believe it's Mimi, is right here. Go to her. She's right over here. Yes. 100 from Nachum Wolf Apparel. Nachum, I appreciate it. Thank you. He's legit. He's good. That guy. He is good. Anyone else? Mr. Greenfield, Yossi Greenfield, who actually I grew up next to, and I know his sons, great kids, great family, you know what I mean. $100 in honor of my little sister Tila. $2,000 anonymous. Everyone again, Mimi is somewhere here. Go find her, make your donations. Anyone else? 300 from Odaya.
250 from Shmuley and RL.
250 from Shmuley and RL. Shmuley, I love you. I absolutely love you. And I'm here for you if you ever need anything. 1,500 anonymous. Yaakov Sandhaus, my brother from another mother, married to a Weissmandel who is sitting in the crowd. By the way, one of the great families who actually emulates every single thing that I just spoke about. Their son-in-law, you guys got a good one, honestly.
Jason Rosenblum, 1,500 over 2 years.
Wow. Jason Rosenblum, $1,500. Jason, you're incredible, Jason. And Sarah Khanna, for that matter. I always say, someone said, I'm the one who gave the money, not my wife. I said, listen, if it doesn't work out, you're giving her 50%. So she's in. That's how it works. Felsenthal matching Warren. Bro, my bros are stepping up. $1,000. Mr. and Mrs. Ellie Kreinler, 360. Who else do we got? Moshe Levenger's walking towards me. Good things are happening. I don't care who it's from. Just tell me the number. That's all that counts right now. It could be from Moshe Rabbeinu for all I care. 500 from Shlomo Levenger, matching. By the way, Shlomo Levenger is the best Jewish musician around right now. FYI, if you're looking for that. Yitzi and Chayil Rakov. Yitzi, old chaver, gem of a guy, 360. Yitzi, and my cousin for that matter. He married my cousin, but I have so many cousins, I forget sometimes. Anyone else? Yehuda Trapper, $100. Thank you, Yehuda. I really appreciate it. I know that you were watching this live. You texted me, and I appreciate it. When Sam Warren comes to me, good things happen. What's up, Sam? 500 from Shmuley Schwartz. Holy cow. That is what I'm talking about. Shmuley, I love you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Anyone else? Mimi is over here. Anyone else? Online Chevra. You're watching me. I know you are. All right? I know your IP address. I want to see those donations coming in, please. Beezy, what are you in for, Beezy? Anyone else? Again, I'm asking the wealthy chevra who will see this, they will see this, to please donate generously and give what you can. I saw what you gave to Hatzalah. This is no different. I'm asking you to match whatever donation you just gave to Hatzalah-thon, which raised $18 million. Sorry. Wow. Danny Ringelheim. Hang on one second, Shmuley. Danny Ringelheim, Texas Torah Institute. Absolutely one of my favorite people, actually. Danny, it sucks that I didn't get to know you more. I should have went to Dallas for yeshiva. Would have done me a lot of good, honestly. Incredible yeshiva. Great kids come out of that yeshiva, honestly. In for 1,000. Danny, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Guys, give Texas Torah Institute a hand. Everyone, please. Hold on. Yeah. Avrami and Nani Branko, 1,500. Holy macro. Wow. I need 2 more. Anyone else? Yes, yes. 320, Yaakov and Eti Tokeir. Guys, anyone else? Any other takers? I want everyone to know now, I'm being pressured to stop, and I want everyone to know I'm not stopping. The other singers can go home for all I care. This is why we showed up here tonight. Everyone can wait. Baruch Ber Bender, $2,500. For those of you that don't know Baruch Ber Bender, he is the head of Achiezer, and he is a tzaddik, a straight tzaddik. I know him. He has always treated me with the utmost respect, and he barely knows who I am, and I'm a little schnook. And he's always, like, incredible midos. 180 from Sam and Hindemeyer's. Yes. If anyone wants to anyone who wants to donate over $1,000 right now, text my number. Girls, do not do something stupid, please. Trust me, not messing. Anyone, 917-943-0870. Do me a favor, text my number. Hold on. Anonymous, 2 girls in their crowd, 200. Guys, I want to be clear. Shweki is coming in a minute, and he's going to be singing a new song. So I urge you not to go anywhere. The life of the party hasn't left yet. So everyone, hang in there. Anyone else? 200 anonymous. Again, Mimi. Mimi is somewhere here. Anyone else? Guys, we have a high goal. My goal is $1 million. I made it double what I thought I would get. So we got to hit that number. I made it. Now it has to happen. Anyone else? Shmuel Englar, $200. Chevra, I appreciate all my friends. My friends are the best. They show up here and they just take action. That's why I'm friends with them. Anyone else? Yaakov Base 1,000, an old friend. The bases I probably went to Shabbos 3 times a month. Yummy Base, HDR printing. I actually did the physical print and all the banners that you see. Yummy, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You executed like only you can in no time. I think you did it in 48 hours. So if you need printing things, call Yummy Base. You can ask me for his number, HDR printing, Binyamin Base. We don't have time. Everyone can text whoever they want, obviously, and they can watch this live happening. I think it's entertaining, honestly. If you're like sitting on your couch, I would watch it. Anything else? Okay. Anyone else? Last calls. Anyone else? All right. Aryeh, you ready to rock? What's the band on? I'm getting a lot of heat from the band. But you know something? There was a goal and there was an agenda. And as far as I'm concerned, every single thing I did was to make money, and that's what we're doing right now. So he's saying I'm good. By the way, I do want to give a massive, massive thank you to Aryeh Kunstler. Guys, there are a few people here who I have to thank. Obviously, the Rabbanu Shalom is one, the first, of course. However, there were a few people that were absolutely instrumental in making this happen. I changed the venue 3 times and added 9 singers in 24 hours. Aryeh Kunstler nearly came with a 9mm and shot me point blank in the head. Okay? And he told me to stop 100 times. No more. I'm like, Shweki, Zusha, like, make it happen, make it happen. So he made it happen. And everyone should know, Aryeh showed up here 48 hours ago to this venue at 1 o'clock in the morning to take specs and make this event happen. He wants me to stop. But you did amazing things. So I'm thankful. Other people, Suri Brody, thank you so much. That Jonathan Brody's mother absolutely made this event happen. Thank you, Suri. They got a rock. What? Mayor, Coco, I forgot about you. The lighting and production. Mayor Coco did the lighting. I walked in here, I've never done an event. I had no clue what to expect. I thought it was like, I don't know, a 3-piece band, and I'm just like, wow, okay, I paid for something good. So, okay. Shai Kleiman, sound. That's what was the next guy. Shai Kleiman, sound. What? Yeah, Shai Kleiman, Mazel Tov. He just had a baby. He had a baby 2 days ago, and he put this together, literally. What? Let's go. Guys, let's go. All right. I'll introduce. Everyone here. Yaakov Shweki, when I called him, I just want to give the story behind the song because it's very important for everyone watching to understand what happened. I had all of the singers I wanted, but I wanted to make an offer that could not be refused. And to do that, you need to bring in the best of the best and not shortchange anything. I tried reaching out to Yaakov, no success. I get a call back from a number I don't recognize.
Spirit from my...
How much? X-Spirit 1800 marketing and digital advertising. If I'm hearing it from Shmuley Schwartz, it means they're legit, okay? You go up against Isaac. Call Isaac. Adventure Media. Anyways, you guys, this is great. 1,000 from Rachel and Sam Amiak. Holy mackerel. Sam Mazel Tov, I wish you could have been here, man. I am so happy you're watching. Thank you. Okay, so I call Yaakov. No response. However, I see he reads my WhatsApp message. I get a call from him. Says, you're not going to believe this. Okay? 1 year ago, my close chaver, I need a second, guys. If you want to donate, just go upstairs and donate, or I can announce it later and you can tell me later. Yaakov Shwekli calls me back. And he tells me, you are not going to believe this. 1 year ago, my dear chaver and close friend, I don't know his name to be honest, it's on the sheet, I believe. Does everyone have the sheet? Okay, great. Tells me he walked in on his son dead of a suicide/overdose. Shweki told me, Yaakov told me, he had never ever done music about this very sensitive topic. Bottom line is he committed to doing a song to discuss this person who passed away. He finished recording it 4 weeks ago and plans to release it in 2 weeks. He said, I would like to debut this song at this event. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the Michael Jordan of Jewish music, Yaakov Shweki. Guys, Yaakov actually had an event tonight. He came straight from there. Yaakov, thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How do I follow that act? How do I follow that? Very difficult. Laibel, you're fantastic. You got a fire burning within, a fire to help Am Yisrael. And you guys, of course, you delayed me coming on stage, but for a good reason, because every single person in Klal Yisrael wants to give and wants to be a part of this unbelievable cause. And yes, when Laibel called me, and by the way, Laibel, you don't know this, but we rushed the album and we put it out tonight, by the way, because of this event. So, if you have the sheets, I was on the way to the studio to write a happy song and to write some dance song.